We shall now hear the defence. Dr. Jackson.
Thank you, Judge. I think I've been mischaracterised by my accusers.
Objection, Your Honour. Overruled. He hasn't even said anything yet.
My deep sense of intrigue in the pseudo-royal couple stems from the fact that Meghan Markle and Harry Megahn Markle Windsor, to some degree, have their fingers on the fault lines, on the rupture points. They have become so significant, so important, immensely important, because they embody the clashing frontiers of modernity and tradition. Meghan and Harry pursue their course with an astounding vigour. Nothing is ever too much, too low, or too cringeworthy. They stick their necks out on the line for what they believe in, and I respect that.
Did he just say he respected me?
He said us. Probably me more. He put my name first. If they really and truly want to ensnare the world in their net of moral codes and enforced regulation, they need to appeal to a wider audience. Their emotion-filled brains sometimes can't see the harder truths. Too busy are they concentrating on love. To appeal to a wider audience, you need to prove the foundations of your beliefs and your vocalized mantras. You need to be subjected to tough questioning to make sure they make sense. I wanted to help in that way. We can only assume they do make sense, considering the passion with which they project their views and the frequency. But no one had really helped them explain their popcorn principles and the candified codes of conduct they preach. So I thought I'd help out. And as I said during our third interview, the one that ended so abruptly, I was trying to coat their arguments in a molten steel by subjecting it to the most valid criticisms around. And that way, I thought it would make their arguments stronger and their viewpoints easier to defend. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to help. They didn't invite me to. They didn't ask me to. But, you know, they know all about that. I mean, they've made a living out of it. Their heads were filled with honeycomb, phosphorus, foamy feelings. How can they be expected to be logical about anything? So I jumped in and tried to help. And so I plead not guilty, Your Honour, although I don't blame my accusers. I understand how they might have been hurt, although I never intended it to be the case. What I can say is, and I say it to both of them, and I swear it to be as true as any sentence uttered on this planet. That if I wasn't as communist as both of you are, I wouldn't get any work.
Oh, I've heard enough. I've heard enough. Did we drop our case? Dismiss it, dismiss it.
Even though Harry shouldn't have spoken before me, I agree. Dr. Jackson's words have really moved me, especially the part about how we both like to give advice nobody asked for. That's something that's very important to me.
Case dismissed, charges dropped. And I must say, I'm glad. I hope to see more interviews in the future. Been watching them during the trial. Jolly good. Oh, and out of interest, what verdict was the jury leaning towards?
We were leaning towards not guilty, mainly because GSH, grievous spiritual harm, isn't a real crime.
I'm giving serious consideration to growing back my beard. Well, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share and hit the notification button. And don't forget to check out the description below for Patreon accounts and the website we've just created. Get on there and sign up.